Good evening. Good evening. How you doing? Starting a little later than I intended, but here we are. I ended up eating Chinese. And I had a fortune cookie. I have to read out this fortune. Tomorrow will be too late to enjoy what you can today. I don't know about you, that sounds like a threat to me. I don't know how I feel about this particular fortune. I'm pretty sure this Chinese restaurant just threatened to kill me. That is my thinking about it. Everything's going smoothly. Let's peer inside. Should I pay attention to the audience? Oh. Everything looks alright so far. Man, Ilia's incredible. I mean, I already knew she was, but this is just... wow. Completely agree. We should look elsewhere. If we continue to watch, we may end up staying for the entire play. Yeah, you're probably right. I wonder if you can actually do that. If you can just sit here and look inside over and over. Everything looks good in the S section seats. Honestly, I doubt we have anything to worry about with Dudley in there. You're right about that. Let's head to the next area. That's exactly the same as the other side. Is it just me, or is the music like getting louder and quieter constantly? There's the mayor. This is the box seating for VIPs. Will everything be alright with only one officer keeping watch? At least Ernest is there to protect Grandfather. If anything were to happen, I'm sure he could take care of it. That's true. Is it just... I hope it's not just my headphones, because that would scare the shit out of me if it was. First Division's been stationed backstage. We're gonna leave this area to them. We should focus on patrolling the interior of the theater instead. I mean, that's what I've been doing. Okay, I think it is the game, it's not me. I saw the volume go down on my stream, so... Didn't find anything. Applause, that must mean... Guess it seems like the first act is over. Thus, the Sun Princess, supported by the mighty Tribe of Light, found herself opposed by another competitor. A new princess answered the call and entered the celestial ceremony. She was known as the Moon Princess. Backed by the Tribe of Night, her appearance heralded a split in the forces of Ra. I've seen the occasional, like, I don't really watch a lot of dance because not my thing. But I have seen the occasional one where it's like the stage has like a thin layer of water on it. I've always thought that looked really cool, but also adult me is like, man, it would be so easy to just fucking slip and just fucking injure yourself. Oh, then the sparkles. She's also a witch, right? Sounds like the second act is started. She's giving it her all. She sure is. Her debut scene had the loudest applause yet. Shall we make another round, Lloyd? Definitely. Let's check around downstairs first this time. Eating pastries again. You will not fit into your leotard? If you eat the pastries, do not eat the pastries. Check on the mayor first. Why is the soldier closer? This side looks good. Maybe the officer assigned here has gotten a little preoccupied. We are in the middle of an Arkansas play. Everyone's bound to be captivated. Alright, that guard's pretty vigilant. Nothing unusual here. Oh, Dudley must have a remarkable amount of focus. He's got a full view of the stage, yet he's completely unfazed. Yet another example of his iron will. Don't think anything weird is going on. Nothing wrong here. Ilya is one thing, but Rishi's just as amazing. Agreed, she brings her a unique style of dancing to the performance. When she moves, she really has the air of a moon princess bathed in silver light. This is the same, isn't it? Yeah. And that's the end of the second act. The crowd just can't get enough. Was it simply a whim of the goddess, or perhaps a bit of mischief? To her surprise, the Sun Princess learned that the Moon Princess was not a stranger, but her younger sister, separated from her at a tender age. Unaware of this revelation, the Moon Princess faced her sister with a cold, hostile spirit. The distraught Sun Princess, concealing her true identity with a gown and mask of white, beckoned the Moon Princess to the forest ruin. The very same ruins the two sisters once frolicked through in their youth. A secret place known only to the two, where they could dance and play under the thick forest canopy. Fucking love pan flutes. Third act is where things usually start turning around for the protagonists, right? The audience seems to be eating it up. I know I am. It's rare to see a play this marvelous. I can't imagine it getting any better. Now, if only it would end without incident. Yeah, I sure hope so too. Even if it means that we don't catch the culprit, it would be for the best. Don't see anything weird. Aside from the 2D people, seems like the story just pulled out one heck of a twist. Right? Who could have guessed that the two princesses would be sisters? Where will the plot take us next? No, we have to resist. Sorry, it's just too compelling. We should focus on patrolling. True. Oh. It's captivated. No, looks like Dudley is interested in the play after all. Even so, I can tell he's still scanning the area for threats. I can hardly blame him. I bet there isn't a soul in all of Zemuria that Arkansas's performances couldn't captivate. That guy's not even pretending anymore. He's just up against the balcony. Nothing suspicious here. The officer aside, it looks like Ernest is paying real close attention to their perimeter. He's always looking out for grandfather's safety. I haven't noticed anything strange. The only strange thing I've noticed is the level of the music constantly going up and down. Loud thud coming from the dressing room earlier. I can't... There's nothing for me to, like, investigate, though. You heard a loud thud, like... She said there was a thud, though! You can't do anything about it? She did say that, right? Hold on. Thought I heard a loud thud coming from the dressing room earlier. Apparently we're just gonna forget she ever said that. Not gonna address it. We're terrible detectives. That's the end of the third act. Now the final act begins. The princesses learned of the dreadful conspiracy that drove them apart in their youth. Despite discovering the sad truth, they could not turn away from their inevitable clash. Because after all, they were princesses. Only one of them could become the shrine princess, carrying the will of the goddess on her shoulders. As though this wasn't enough, they even fell in love with the same man. Their strong affection for one another was constantly torn apart by the cruel whims of the world. Their complex feelings ignited into a burning rivalry, fueled by their compassion and understanding of each other. With these emotions swirling wildly in their hearts, they traveled to the Star Sanctuary, ready for the fated ceremony. Dance off! Gonna be a dance off! Is that the man they both love? It's a dance battle. It's kind of like watching Beyblades fight. Beyblade. Oh, thank Adios. The play is gonna wrap up incident-free. We didn't even notice anything suspicious during our patrol. The fucking dressing room, Ellie! God, we're terrible at this. What's going on? Something wrong? Is something wrong? Well, you see, one of the attendees has been behaving unusually for a while now. We only just realized that she's not on our guest list. What? Where is she? Up the stairs on the right in the back. It seems she's been peeking in on the S-section seats. Got it, we'll go check it out right away. Stay here and wait for us to return, sir. No way. Is that how I think it is? Darn it, why did Dudley have to pick this spot to patrol? This was the perfect place to wait for my big scoop, and he's ruining it. As soon as I start going to town with my camera, he'll catch me for sure. Hey, Grace. I hope she was the sound in the dressing room. Whoa, Lloyd? And Ellie, too? What in the world are you guys doing here? We can ask you the same question. What are you doing here, Grace? You're not on the guest list, are you? Nope. But I have my reasons. I may have snuck in here with a little trick of mine. Which was what, exactly? Keep this a secret, will you? Long story short, I slipped in with the cleaning crew, and voila, exclusive access. Are you kidding me? Why did you have to go that far? Well, there's a simple explanation for that. You see, all the friggin' press tickets got snatched up by the other CNS journalists. I just had to take a peek at the preview show, but I was following another story at the time. What was I supposed to do, not watch it? It still doesn't make it right. Or legal. You're a real troublemaker, you know that? Come on, guys, we're all friends here. How about we watch the rest of the play? It's finally reached the long-awaited climax, after all. If we don't see it, we may regret it for the rest of our lives. You could have just waited for the public show like a normal person. Besides, are you sure that's your only reason for sneaking in? You're not the one who sent the threat letter, are you? A threat letter? What the heck are you going on about? Hold on, I thought it was kind of strange to see Dudley and his pals patrolling the theater. Oh, that has to do with the letter you mentioned, right? I don't think she's our culprit, Lloyd. Yeah, I figured it wouldn't hurt to ask. I doubt even Grace would take things that far. Even me? How rude. Is that really what you think of me? Says a woman who decided to sneak into a private performance for a big scoop. Well, that reminds me, you mentioned that you were following another story, right? What's it about? Nuh-uh, my lips are sealed. Wait a second, is the First Division here because they're keeping tabs on him? Darn, I thought I was the only one who had picked up on it. Him? Are you referring to Yin? Huh? The heck's a Yin? Does that have something to do with that threat letter you're freaking out about? No, forget about it. Listen up, Grace. I'm gonna need you to tell me everything you know. If you don't, we'll have to take you in for trespassing. Well, Lloyd, isn't that a little cruel? You and I are buddies, right? Sure, but what we need now is some sort of clue, no matter how small it is. So please, Grace, tell us. Fine. Guess you're serious about this. I'll spill the beans, but are you sure you want to talk about this in front of Ellie? Why would we not? Is there something wrong with me being here? Well, okay, but don't say I didn't warn you. The scoop I've been chasing involves a dark rumor with the mayor's secretary. What? You can't be serious. I think his name is Ernest? Either way, he's extremely dangerous with a capital D. He's supposedly been secretly embezzling funds from the mayor's office. And here's the kicker, he's been covertly scheming with the Imperial faction Diet members. Rumor has it he's trying to off the mayor. Personally, I think that's a bit too far-fetched, though. Hey, Lloyd, if Grandfather were to be killed under these circumstances, culprit could easily slip out during all the commotions, so long as no one witnessed the crime in action. That's it, that's his plan. The door is on the other side. Well, where are you going? Maybe they're gonna tell Dudley. Oh, we're using it to cut across. That makes sense. That is faster. Uh-oh. Is this the police officer who was watching the box? You. What the hell are you doing here? What? We'll talk later. Ellie, we're going in. Let's hurry. Oh? Don't you dare. Damn. Grandfather. damn it, he has a gun. What the hell is this? Who would have thought that you'd show up in a place like this? Another cruel twist of fate, courtesy of the goddess. Ernest, why? Why do all of this? You were always there to support grandfather, so why? We're cut from the same cloth, Ellie. I'm just as fed up with Crossbell's sick situation as you are. But in the end, the only path we have toward change involves constantly bending to the whims of those more powerful than us. That is why I had to act. That's the reason you impersonated Yin and sent the threat letter to Ilya. You made us believe that Yin was behind everything, all while plotting the mayor's assassination from the shadows. Damn it, so that's what's really going on. Have you enjoyed playing this game of yours? You may be with the First Division, but in the end, you're just a 2-bit detective. Be it Revachey, Heiawei, or even the real Yin, if he actually exists. They're nothing more than puppets dancing in the palm of my hand. Don't move. Put the gun down slowly. You can still get off with attempted murder. Don't take it any further. Don't take it any further, isn't that my line? The life of this old, naive man, the mayor of Crossbell State. I could end it with one swift pull of this trigger. Please stop this. Surely you don't want our dear Ellie to witness the moment her grandfather's life comes to a violent end, right? How about you righteous fools line up on the wall there and clear a path for me? What are you trying to pull? Even if you make it out of this theater, there's nowhere in Crossbell for you to run to. Shut it, just do as I say. Bastard. Good, you have ears after all. Now to hold up my end of the deal. Grandfather, hold it! He won't escape. Oh dang, he fast. He got movement trails and everything. How's he moving so quickly? Randy Teo, brace yourselves. Mayor McDowell's secretary is headed your way. He's our man. Take him down. Huh? Oh, we'll get him. Ernest? Very well then. Got him. Where do you think you're going? This man is the true culprit behind this case. Randy Teo. Oh, thank goodness, you guys managed to catch him. Yeah, it was lights out for him as soon as I saw him pull out a gun. Good call. That aside, why are you with Mr. Glasses wearing Dick? Excuse me? I do hope you mean detective by that. Explain yourselves now. What is the meaning of all this? You've even brought backup. What exactly were you planning? Well, you see... Ah! The hell? You can still move? As if I could be taken down so easily. I will be the next mayor! Speaker Hartman on my side, the next election will be a landslide. Why kill the mayor? If he's gonna win the next election in a landslide, why does he need to kill the mayor at all? I guess to accelerate things, I don't know. Is that a wolf? Well done, Zeit. Oh, come on, the spotlight's been hogged by a little glory hound. Nuh-uh, the spotlight's all mine. Where did she come from? We can never let our guard down. What is going on here? This is like a damn circus all of a sudden. And unhand me at once. I'll definitely be. I'll be the next mayor! What a 2-bit villain. I can say I've never seen dancing on a giant chandelier before. Wonder if that's ever been done. I don't see why not. They could just have a net underneath in case they fall. Like they do with, like, trapeze artists. How are the two with the nunchuck thingies? Their hands are in front of them and yet the things are on their side. What is happening? How is that possible? That's amazing. I'm thoroughly impressed as well. Grandfather, you're already awake, thank you, Adios. Yes, I'm perfectly fine, Ellie. What just happened was deeply unfortunate, but there will be time to address it later. I still intend to watch this performance to the end. Out of respect to the wonderful people of Ark and Ciel. Grandfather, you honor us, sir. Immediately to the paper. A glamorous stage of the intrigue behind it. The anticipated new stage show from Ark and Ciel has had its preview performance. Elia Platier captivated the audience from the moment the curtain rose with breathtaking acrobatics. Act 2 followed with the appearance of a hopeful new face, Rishia Mao, who stunned the audience with her mystique and expressive dancing. Together with the atmosphere that Elia illuminated the stage with, the audience was delighted. I felt like I was witnessing the rebirth of Ark and Ciel. The official opening will surely be something to look forward to. The mayoral assassin's dagger. While the drama was unfolding on stage, a more real one unfolded behind the scenes, as the police discovered and foiled the attempted assassination of Mayor Henry McDowell in the balcony during the preview performance. An official statement has been issued regarding the incident. The official word is that the suspect, Mr. Ernest Rice, 29, McDowell's top aide, arrived with the mayor to watch the performance. He smuggled a gun and dagger past security officials, then attempted to use them to assassinate the mayor. What motivations did he have? Mr. Rice served as the mayor's top aide for many years and was known for his honest personality. Why did he commit this crime? In gathering evidence, we discovered that he also illegally misappropriated mayoral funds and had connections with specific representatives. Additional evidence suggests he planned to run for the next mayoral election, and it is speculated he committed the crime to try to obtain the political position himself. However, the police have taken over the investigation, and so the true motives will likely remain confidential. Behind the suspect's arrest, Crossbell police became aware of the assassination plot in advance, subsequently deploying a security team inside the theater. The team was fooled by the suspect's clever diversion. However, the newly commissioned Special Support Section conducting their own independent investigation were able to thwart Rice's plot and save the mayor. A detective from the 1st Investigative Division said, "No comment, I cannot divulge more than what has been publicly disclosed." Of course. Mayoral vacation. Mayoral. That's kind of weird to say. Following the incident, Mayor McDowell decided to take a vacation. Even though it wasn't severely injured, the stress on his mind and body was immense. So he made this decision in consideration of his old age, stated a city public relations officer. Though the mayor's safety is indeed good news, it is so far unclear how long this break will last. The anniversary festival is approaching, and all of us at the newspaper pray for his quick return to duty. Yikes, the thing's really got out of hand. I'm guessing most of the public's in an uproar by now. Considering that the mayor was almost assassinated at the debut of Ark and Ciel's new show, yes, I would imagine so. It is the ultimate scandal. We can at least take comfort in the fact that Mayor McDowell is getting a lot of support from the citizenry. I'm still disappointed that the Imperial faction Diet member Ernest had ties to was never named in any of the papers. Yeah, that was probably the first thing they went and censored. Besides, I don't get the feeling the Imperial faction was involved at all. Seems like it was just that crazy secretary guy going rogue. Yeah, maybe so. There really wouldn't be any benefit to assassinating the mayor as far as the Imperial faction's concerned. Then again, had the assassination been successful, they could have pinned it on Yin and, by extension, the Republican faction due to their connections with Heiwei. You might be onto something there. Thinking back, did Ernest seem to be acting strange to any of you? It was as if he had lost his sanity, or perhaps lost control would be more appropriate. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. The 1st Division is taking care of the interrogation now. I wonder if they found anything yet. Well, as for Ernest, he's in a state of total shock. Can't even speak properly. Maybe he's a sleeper agent. Chief. You're saying they can't even interrogate him? Yup, since they weren't making any progress with him, they decided to go ahead and chuck him in the clink for now. Last I heard, they thought of calling in a church council or asking if someone from St. Ursula would check him out. Hope that'll help. That aside, you four have become quite the celebrities, haven't you? While I was at the department today, the Fox was showering me with praises for the SSS. Boy, you should have heard him. No way. I find that hard to picture. So we're in Vice Commissioner Jackass's good books now? Whoop-de-doo. Hey, it wasn't only him. The entire force had something good to say about you guys. Actually, I take that back. The 1st Division didn't really say much, but I'm sure that their opinion of the SSS is a bit higher now. So puff your chests out a little. You've earned it. Yeah, we'll try. But how can we be happy at a time like this? Yeah, try to think about how Mademoiselle must be feeling right about now. Seriously? Tomorrow is far too early for you to return to work. Nothing more than a bruise and a minor sprain. 5 days of rest has been more than enough. If anything, I feel better than ever. Don't take this so lightly, Grandfather. Please think about everything that's happened. You could have died. When you do go back to work, you won't have your secretary. The most important thing for you right now is to rest until you're fully recovered. I know how you feel, dear, but the anniversary festival is getting closer by the day. Duty calls, so I can't afford to abandon my role as Crossbell's mayor over such a trivial matter as this. A trivial matter? Grandfather, how can you be so calm about this? Aren't you upset? Isn't your heart broken? Ernest was like a son to you, yet he betrayed you. So why? Why are you acting like nothing's wrong? If I tried to claim that what happened didn't shock me, I'd be lying through my teeth. I'm told that Ernest had been long embezzling public funds from under our noses. Perhaps the guilt and stress ate away at him, causing him to lash out and act erratically. I do believe I bear some responsibility for not taking notice in the first place. Grandfather, nevertheless, I am a statesman. I have sworn to serve Crossbell State in the present and future. No matter what happens, it's my duty to uphold that oath and lead this state. And I've decided to put that duty above all else. Sorry, Ellie. We've lost another family member just like 10 years ago, and I was unable to stop Ryan. I mean your father. Not only that, but my own daughter, your mother, then left you behind shortly thereafter. And yet, powerless as I am, I continue to fulfill the role of mayor. You must surely despise me. No, don't say that. I'm so proud of everything you do, Grandfather. Besides, I'm still able to keep in touch with Mother and Father occasionally. It was sad what happened with them, but as you can see, I've overcome that pain. Ellie, I originally joined the police because I wanted to help you in my own way. I thought this different approach would be a good way for me to help Crossbell too. However, now that Ernest is no longer here to help you, I was thinking maybe it's best for me to leave the forest and work for you. Don't be ridiculous. Grandfather? If you truly regretted this path you chose, you would have quit and started working for me long ago. But that's not the case, is it? Changing your path now would be an insult to everyone who supported you thus far. To your colleagues, to me, and above all, to yourself. Don't worry about me, dear. After all, I have other secretaries. If necessary, I can even seek Helmer's assistance. However, it seems I'll need to delay my plan to retire as mayor for now. Suppose I can handle another 5 years before I can finally put my feet up. Therefore, Ellie, you must continue on the path you've chosen. Continue until you are satisfied with everything you've accomplished. Watching you work hard to achieve your goals would be the best motivation I could ask for. Grandfather, if the SSS hadn't been on the job, I likely wouldn't be sitting here right now. Be proud, Ellie, of what you do and how much you've grown. For you shall continue to shine even brighter and reach new heights. Much like the princesses in Arkansas's new play. Yes, Grandfather. I, Ellie McDowell, will return to my post tomorrow and strive to make Crossbell a better place. You've truly saved me, Yin. If the situation had progressed any further, it would have gotten quite messy. We could have been suspected of attempting to assassinate the mayor. Your connections to the Republican faction would have been to blame for that. The leader of the Imperial faction, Speaker Hartman, was likely the one who gave my name to that secretary. I imagine Hartman learned it through Revachay's Don Marconi. Yes, I'm inclined to agree. I'm sure not even he expected the secretary to go as far as to plan an assassination, though. Even so, there's no mistaking that his objective was to harm the Republican faction's reputation through us. What a troublesome city this is. Putting that aside, don't lump me in with your group. I am a hired assassin, not one of your lackeys. My, how cold. Well, no matter. Our ties with the members of the Republican faction can be severed at a moment's notice. And as we previously discussed, Heiwei's counteroffensive will launch after the festival. As for the operation that will take place on the festival's final day, we leave that in your hands, Master Yin. Very well. It's time. I'll be taking my leave. Ever the elusive phantom. But it's time, you say? What exactly is it time for, I wonder? Where you going, Yin? Where were those doors? What building was those doors for? Oh, I knew it was a woman based on the voice in combat. Good, I made it in time. She's fucking strong. You're early, Risha. Ilya? What, are you that excited to start practice? Sheesh, and I thought I was the dance addict here. But maybe you're an even bigger one than me, Oh, Ilya. I don't think I'll ever be quite on the same level as you. You say that, but your actions paint a different picture. Throughout the whole preview performance, you were just as in the zone as I was. Both your dancing and acting were top-notch too, Risha. I think it won't be long before you're a fully fledged rival of yours truly. Really? Well, either way, I still owe everything to you, Ilya. I only ever knew the path I'd inherited in life, but you shined a light on a new direction for me. So I think I need to thank the SSS this time, too. Oh? Oh, it's nothing. For today's practice, we're gonna work on, perfecting the third act, right? I'll do my best to keep up with you. Oh, someone's ready and raring to go. Well, who am I to turn down the challenge, especially from you? Alrighty then, opening night is next month. We'll work night and day till then and make this scene 100 times better. Come on, Risha, let's get to it. Of course. That makes sense why she, like, knew the letter was there was something with the letter. She's like, how dare they send a letter under my name? How dare they? This day marks Crossbell's 70th anniversary as an autonomous state. These 70 years haven't been without struggle or times of turmoil. Wars have raged, the Orbital Revolution began, while Crossbell has had its hardships in the name of progress. We now stand as the leader of trade in Zemuria. Our economy is thriving, and tensions between our neighboring nations have eased considerably due to the non-aggression pact signed in the Burl 2 years ago. However, the problems that arise from rapid urban development and population growth require us to adopt new policies and legislation for the prosperity of both Crossbell and our neighbors. We must come together to tackle our ever-present issues as one in order to make our way to a more beautiful future. I'm trying to observe the crowd. See how many people I recognize. Having reached the incredible milestone like our 70th anniversary, let us take this opportunity to share our joy and commemorate this occasion. Though the celebrations will only last 5 days, this year is projected to be Crossbell's busiest anniversary festival yet. As such, many festivities and events have been planned, including the debut of Ciel's new production. Under the name of your great goddess Adios, I hereby officially declare the commencement of Crossbell State's 70th anniversary festival. The OST in this has some good vibes. I think this OST so far has more better, like, good chill vibes than any of the other arcs so far. There's been some great music, don't get me wrong. Is he breaking the roulette board? Oh, he's cheating. He's absolutely cheating. They're playing Pom Pom Party. Oh, Jesus. Still haven't found a decoration for her room. Who is that lady with the chief? I still don't know how the guys on the side are like this, but then the things are like on their sides. It doesn't make sense. Is it like attached to their shoulders and actually like doing this? That was incredible. I only understand why people get so fanatical over them. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Ilya was obviously amazing, but I was really impressed by Risha. And seeing why Ilya put so much effort into teaching her. Yeah, she's a natural. They were already in sync during the preview performance, but this was on another level. That's right, you and your team were responsible for solving that case, weren't you? Last time I spoke with Ilya, she couldn't stop gushing about the SSS. She even mentioned she was planning to create a play based on the incident. Something about having you make a special appearance in it, too. Really? I'm sure she was just kidding, right? Oh, I don't know about that. I've known her most of my life, and she can get pretty serious about these kinds of things. Then again, she tends to change her mind at the drop of a hat, so you might not have anything to worry about. Sure hope so. My gut's warning me that if Ilya starts to get pushy, there'll be no refusing. Despite how she might seem, Ilya is actually pretty considerate of others. That reminds me, I hope I didn't offend Randy. If I had another ticket, we could have invited him to come along as well. I know how much he likes Ciel. Oh, I wouldn't worry about him. Ciel was nice enough to give the SSS some tickets for another one of their showings. Besides, I'm sure Randy's having a ton of fun with your coworkers from St. Ursula right about now. Oh, I'm sure. Those girls are always so busy. I'm glad they got the chance to take a breather for once. By the way, Lloyd, the SSS has to go back to work tomorrow, right? You don't get the whole festival off? Right, all the extra tourists here means that the amount of work we have coming in has skyrocketed. They gave us the first day off as a reward for solving that last case of ours. Well, you four definitely earned it. Oh, you'll join us for dinner at my house tonight, won't you? Mom and Dad were looking forward to it. Sure, I appreciate the invite. Seems like we still have a bit of time to kill before dinner. How about we go check out the festival? Oh, I'm sorry, Lloyd. I was planning to meet with someone after the performance. Huh? You're meeting someone? It couldn't be. What's the matter? I had promised Ilya that I'd go to her place afterwards. Oh. Haha. Sheesh, what am I getting worried about? She's planning on introducing me to Risha. Why don't you take along, Lloyd? You two have already met, right? No, that's okay. I'll pass on that. I don't see any reason for a guy like me to spoil your all-girls party. But it would turn into a let's mess with Lloyd party, given Ilya's personality. Well, if you insist. Anyway, thanks for spending your one day off with me, Lloyd. I'll be home before dinner, so I expect to see you there, okay? Yeah, no problem. Well, that was awkward. Wish I was as outgoing as Guy was. Is that you, Lloyd? Oh, hi, Lloyd. It's nice to see you again. Oh, hey, what's up, you two? Took me a second to recognize you without your uniforms. Well, we wouldn't be in uniform on a day off, right? You seem to be in your regular outfit, though, Lloyd. Oh, well, that's just because the SSS doesn't actually have any uniforms. I just wear whatever I can move around easily in. So are the Secret Sisters here to check out the festival? That's right. I'd much rather be seeing the festival with a boyfriend than my little sister. Not that I even have time to find one. No way! That's so mean. Is that supposed to be Noe? Did she nickname her sister Noe or Noe? That's weird. You said you'd hang out with me today. You're always so busy. We barely ever get to see each other. I know. Calm down. What are you doing out here, Lloyd? Are you waiting for someone? Oh, no. I was out with a friend, but she had some other plans and headed off. So I was trying to decide what I should do now. You thinking what I'm thinking? Yeah, poor guy probably got stood up. He was looking pretty down in the dumps when we called out to him. I knew it. Ladies? There's been a misunderstanding. Hey, Lloyd, since you're already free, would you like to accompany two lovely ladies? Huh? There's actually a concert down in the Harbor District. We were on our way there just now. Concert? That sounds pretty fun. I know you two don't get to spend much time together, though. Are you sure it wouldn't be imposing? Of course not. It's especially okay if it's you, Lloyd. Any other guy would have to face my sisterly wrath. Brian, what are you... Never mind. Anyway, let's go, Lloyd. You're coming with us. Well, hold on, you two. Trust me, I appreciate the offer, but isn't this a little... It's okay, Lloyd. You don't need to worry so much. You said it, Noelle. Look at you. A beautiful girl on each arm. Okay, guys, let's go. Okay. Yeah, they definitely misunderstood something. Oh well, can't do anything about it now. Alright everyone, hope you enjoyed that free day of yours. You've got a long 4 days ahead of you. Work's gonna come in fast and hard, up until the closing day of the festival, so you better brace yourselves. Understood. So we only get 1 day off during the whole festival? A bit stingy if you ask me. Well, I imagine the entire police force has their hands full. The officers on security and patrol duty must have been especially busy yesterday. Yeah, but that's the festival for you. That day off you got was your reward for preventing the mayor's assassination, you know. And hey, seems like the department's gonna spare you guys the more menial tasks during the festival, at least. I mean, so, we've had a ton of support requests come in. From what I've seen, there are even more tourists in town than usual. Well, all your hard work over the past few months is starting to pay off. You might not be as popular as the Bracers yet, but you're on the board at least. Now's the time for you guys to show the city what you can do. Yeah, you're right. Can't shake the feeling this is just some half-baked pep talk to trick us into working. Man, I just wanted to kick back over at Michelin with all my lovely nurse friends. Michelin. That is where a theme park is located, correct? If I recall, you can get there via one of the Harbor District's cruise ships. I've heard that Mishi works there as the park's mascot. Mishi? Oh, isn't that the Great Cat character? Heard of him, but I don't think the theme park was there before I left Crossbell 3 years ago. Well, Michelin has operated as a wellness resort for a long time now. I think the theme park, on the other hand, was built around 2 years ago. Been extremely popular ever since. Oh yeah, I went there once, and it seriously blew me away. That place is swamped with visitors during the anniversary festival. Interesting, very interesting. Chief? Anyway, just focus on your support requests for the next 4 days, got it? As usual, it's up to you how much you want to get done. You'll get a fresh batch each day, so you better get to it. Bam, 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 bam. Okay, guys, let's check what support requests we have for the day. Depending on what kind we receive, there's a chance we may even have to go outside the city. Yes, I wouldn't be surprised. I've been hearing that some tourists are even going all the way out to Armorka village. In addition to the train station and airport, a lot of tourists seem to be traveling by road. Oh, I bet Belgard and Tangram Gates have their work cut out for them. The anniversary festival will not be easy for Noelle and the others. The Bracer Guild must be quite busy as well. Right, we can't be outdone by them. However, if we push ourselves too hard, we'll be exhausted before we know it. It might be best if we prioritize the requests by urgency. Good point. Let's knock them down one at a time. One at a time. Dr. Joachim? Dr. Gunter. Oh, that dude. I'm missing. Hospital reception. Okay, I'm going there last. Please ask Maria Police Headquarters for parking. Okay. Want photographs. Go to the news station. It's a lost item at Belgard Gate. And Geofront B1 monster. I assume that's at the end. Specializes in arts. It's a giant drome. Like the slime things? The slime things were called dromes, right? Yes. Okay. I'm gonna stay slightly quieter for a few minutes because I just talked for literally an hour straight. It was just non-stop dialogue. It's a good thing I stopped last night where it was because like I needed to stop. I sensed the end of the chapter was near. Which is when there's, you know, particularly long cutscenes. It feels so peaceful here. It always feels like my brain switches right off when I'm here. It's unavoidable. When Zeit sunbathes, his fur turns all soft and fluffy. How about some actual cat food? You giving us a gift, buddy? Thanks, cop. But, where the heck did you get this from? Can I only give him one thing per chapter? That's what it seems like. How much money do I have? Not very much. I probably have a ton of Sepith, though. It seems he does not want us anywhere near the shop. It's like, yeah, scram now, scram. 3,600. It's a huge upgrade, though. Oh. There are cats in my room. One of them wants out. Give me a sec. Okay, he was originally at the door, and as soon as I got up, he just flopped on the floor, like, play with me! So I did, for a minute. Now he's just in the middle of the floor. Making sure I don't roll over his tail. Alright, I think I'm gonna spend my Stepathon money first. Or I could at least... I'll exchange the Earth... I'll exchange it so they're all even. At least somewhat. Yeah, we're busy, Mimi. This is the new shop. Speed 50. Ooh. I'm no businessman. If I was running a popcorn stall and I was like, here's my recipe to make your own popcorn. Probably wouldn't last very long. Drifting cloud. Ooh, it's speed food. It's the same as the store, which makes sense. I was gonna make more. She has the thing for making more drifting clouds, but she's also got a 1-star, so. Secrecy popcorn. Oh, it makes you stealthy. I want to see how much it costs currently to upgrade my slots. I can probably only do like, I can maybe do one each. I could do one each for sure. Yeah, I can do one each for sure. Maybe I should just do that now. And then I have a huge excess of space quartz. I never did get any of these. I want to, I just don't have money currently. Alright, to the bank! Could grab the... one of the side quests that was in here. Welcome to the Crossbow News Service. How may we help you today? We're the special support section. We're here to follow up on the support request you submitted. Oh, it's nice to meet you all. Thank you for coming. The person responsible for submitting the request wanted to explain it to you in person. Do you mind? Is now a good time? Okay, he's at the door again. Give me 1 second. Okay, there's still one more cat in my room. She's just chilling on my bed. She was having a nap. Now she's just sitting there. I won't be surprised if I see her at the door in like 2 minutes. We're fine to help you out right now. In that case, could you please head up to the 2nd floor? I'll call the one who submitted the request and let her know you're here. He sounds good. She would head upstairs. Is it Grace? Bet you it's Grace. Hello, my wonderful friends from the special support section. It's you, Grace. Why am I not surprised? You guys are the absolute best. That scoop earlier was exactly what I was looking for. I know I can always count on the valiant SSS. Always the smooth talker. You do realize that our job is not to provide you with stories, right? The situation was quite messy, but I'm a little relieved that the article was primarily sympathetic towards grandfather's struggles. Well, I'm kind of barred from writing pieces on the Imperial faction, so it wouldn't be fair if I only criticized Mayor McDowell, right? Besides, your grandfather's popularity with the citizens is off the charts. Heck, I like the old guy myself. Maybe I shouldn't be saying this as a journalist, but I really try to cut the guy some slack when I can, you know? Thank you, Grace. It's fine to sympathize with him a little, isn't it? Reporters are people too, after all. More importantly, Grace, would you please proceed with an explanation of what your support request entails? Sheesh, I figured you'd react like that. Anyway, let me give you the rundown. You probably got the gist of it from the initial request, but I'll give you some more details. Crossbow Times is aiming to publish an additional issue meant to act as a tour guide. And your best friend Grace is leading the charge. Isn't that my most fabulous idea ever? Huh? Gotta admit, I'm on board. Please continue, Grace. Right, so I'd like for you all to go take photos to use in the magazine. I want you to go get the snazziest shots you can of Crossbow's most popular sightseeing spots. Monsters run the highways, so we aren't the most suited to go straight into the front lines to get some great action shots, you know? True. However, I have my reservations as to whether any of us are qualified for the job. We cannot guarantee the level of quality you require with the photographs we take. Rains is already busy enough, thanks to how crazy the anniversary festival is. He's usually my right-hand photographer, but alas. I've prepared a nice little memo for you guys that outlines all the best tourist spots to take photos. I'm counting on you to bring some fantastic shots. As long as at least one of you has the tiniest bit of experience handling a camera, then I think we'll manage. I suppose that would be me. Oh, seriously? You've experienced taking photos, Ellie? News to me. Curious. I would believe one would need to use an orbital camera for some time to master it. Well, it was a hobby of mine while I was studying abroad. Of course, it's been quite some time since then. I've probably gotten a bit rusty at it. It'll get the job done. Trust me, it's still better than being completely green. Well, now that we've resolved that issue, are you feeling up to the task? Yeah, we should be good to go. We accept your request, Grace. Of my heroes. Well then, here you go. So all we need to do is find scenic spots around Crossbell and take some photos with this camera, right? Bingo. I better not find any scratches on it when you bring it back, okay? Oh right, there's one more thing I'd advise you to be cautious of. What's that? The Air Bunny and Empire's border can be seen as clear as day from Belgard Gate, as can the Calvardian border from Tangram Gate. It's a huge no-no to include any pictures of them in our magazine, so please do try and avoid snapping any shots of them, okay? Is it due to political tensions? Nail on the head, Ellie. Circumstances on our side prohibit us from using them too. Okay, so taking any photos of the border is a no-go. Anything else we should know? Yep, I'm setting a minimum quota of 5 photos to submit. Feel free to take more than that if you can, of course. We're gonna publish it at the end of the festival, so go ahead and take your time finding all the best spots. After all, the more photos you can take, the more it'll help us out in the long run. Yeah, that's about it for now. Understood. When you've wrapped everything up, just let our receptionist know and she'll give me a ring. Well anyway, back to work I go. I'll be eagerly awaiting your results. Some people never change. Man, she'd be a solid 10 if personality wasn't part of the equation. She certainly can be a bit too animated at times. It is a mystery to me where exactly she gets all of her boundless energy from. Well, regardless, it seems she managed to skillfully redirect all of her busy work onto us. Yeah, it's all good. Didn't sound like she was in too big of a hurry for the photos. As long as we remember to take photos as we're out and about on our rounds, we should be fine. True enough. Entrusting the photography to Ellie will ensure that this request will be completed with ease. Please lower your expectations. It was just a small hobby of mine. I'm sure you'll be fine, Ellie. Let's just make sure to remember to take some photographs whenever we come across a scenic spot. Oh my god, it's Anton. Who was he in love with again? Is he... Was it... No. Scheherazade? No. Emma? No. No, it was somebody from Crossbell, wasn't it? Maybe it's Ellie. I can't remember who he fell in love with. It was definitely somebody. I remember I used to do this thing. This was back when I was like 20. She's working. She works at a bank and is therefore working. You don't say that very often. They're always the first thing to close. Anyways, I'm here to exchange. Back when I was like 20... I always thought to myself, I'll take cash out, and that'll be my spending money for, like, fun things. And this was 20 years ago when, you know, people didn't recoil or look at you weird when you hand them cash like they do now. And to me, that was like a form of, like, budgeting myself, where I'm like, okay, this is the money that I spend. Everything else will be like, I'll hold on to, where it's going to go towards like bills I'm paying. The problem is it doesn't work. because I have cash on me, I'm like, oh, I may as well spend it. And then you just spend it all. And then you're just like, well, now I don't have any, so I should have some more. And I always had it in my head like, oh, just in case. Cash is there just in case for some reason I need money. For some reason. It was a twofold thing. One, to budget. And then two, it was like a backup just in case. For some reason, debit or credit stopped working. Or I was at a place where I didn't realize it didn't accept it. And I at least had cash on me to deal with it. The problem is I would just spend more money because I had money on me. So for me, that doesn't work. It does not work. That would only work if I specifically never had a debit or credit card on me. And I was like, this is the cash and this is the only cash. And I only go to the bank once a month. And that's my monthly money. Spend on what I feel like. Oh, we actually haven't been in here yet. Huh? This is seriously unbelievable. Is this really just a doll? Yes, it was crafted at the Rosenberg studio. Belle has a huge collection of dolls from there. If I recall, these two are her favorites. This is my first time experiencing a Rosenberg doll up close. The details on the skin are immaculate. I've never seen such a lifelike doll before. Oh, real. Almost feels like they're gonna up and start walking around. Right, they cost a fortune, but I have to admit, the quality speaks for itself. I can't imagine what fate is in store for us if we scratch it, so let's keep our hands to ourselves. At one point do they come alive and we have to fight them because we discover that she's evil. Which I already know she's evil. I played Cold Steel. This is not a surprise. It will not be a surprise to me. It's more like when. When does it get revealed? Oh, Ellie, will you be attending my party? It may be early in the day, but I assure you it'll be a fantastic time. Didn't I just accompany you to yesterday's celebration, Belle? Perhaps, but this one is far more casual. Only my friends will be in attendance. How will I possibly survive if my best one isn't there? I hate to rain on your parade, but we're in the middle of working right now. I wasn't asking you. Ellie can stay here while you finish her in her stead. Never fails to be Queen Bee, eh? Where's Uncle Dieter? Uncle Dieter? The network's gonna be unstable. Fucking public Wi-Fi. It's always so crappy. I wonder how long it'll be before, like, whenever there's like a big event where there's just a ton of people, cell phones just stop working because there's like too many in proximity, all trying to like send and receive data. That until you like leave the area, or like maybe you'll get a text like 30 minutes later or something if you're still in the area. I wonder how long it'll be before that is no longer a problem. And like public Wi-Fi's and everything, it'll all be just as fast as like land is now. Like we'll have like fiber optic speeds through the air. I don't know if that's possible, but man, I haven't had proper gelato in a long time. I don't even think that exists here. I'd have to go to like, I had to go kind of far to a big city to find it. Can we go to Mishi Land? I'm sure we will at some point. Too damn loud. That guy needs to chill the fuck out. I know there's a door behind here. At least there wasn't Cold Steel. How many fish do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I still only have 12. Oh, it's the same. The Happy Quiz Tournament. Ooh, I'm gonna have to do that at some point. You get a free trip to Michelin? I keep seeing a guy running back and forth over here. I don't know if he just respawns or not. I should save my money and buy equipment first, but I want one. This guy, his name is Bishop. Bishop the Mailman? I assume is what he is. Detective Emma. You're one of the detectives from the 1st Division, right? You acting as security for the festival around here or something? Well, yes. The crowds are especially vulnerable during the festival. Not to mention there are plenty of influential and wealthy people here. We can't ignore the possibility of a terrorist attack. You must be under tremendous pressure knowing the safety of these people rests in your hands. Naturally, we don't have the luxury to stand around shooting the breeze like the lot of you. I am detecting hints of animosity. They're just jealous. Business Owners Association, I see. Oh, it's the old couple. Swift backhand. Hold on. I gotta check the mall. Clothing. I don't know if these shops are ever gonna change, if they're gonna be... Oh, they do change. Okay. I need to memorize these, because it's probably better than the standard armor. This one super suspicious individual has been periodically coming in and lurking around the store ever since yesterday. It's a man with glasses and a fancy suit. Okay. There are a number of people with glasses and a fancy suit. Watch it be the 1st Division dude, because he's got glasses and a suit. Old man honest. It's like, I'm an old man honest. It's pronounced Honest. Ooh, 10% evasion. I'll take one of those. Oh, it is Dudley. You guys again. Detective Dudley. Oh, what a coincidence. You gone shopping? You can obviously see that's not the case. I'm patrolling important areas in Crossbell City. I periodically assess people in heavily populated locations such as Central Square, Harbor District, the main streets, and so on. It's my duty to make sure no criminals, terrorists, or the like are able to slip into the anniversary festival unnoticed. That's so. I would not have expected you to be out on such a low-level task. Arguing with what would be a waste of breath. Return to your duties immediately. I imagine you've been given plenty of odd jobs and requests to keep you busy. Leave me alone, I'm salty about it. Okay, I'm not sure I'm gonna remember these numbers, but I'm pretty sure they're better. Well, finally, something for Tio's room. Oh, fuck, that's 10,000. I won't be able to afford any armors if I buy this now. I'm buying it now. I can get the weapons. But that's it. Alright, I can't be spending my mirror on food right now. We're gonna double date. Tio is 14. So jealous. Okay. Arts and accuracy. Art defense and evasion. Those are some weird combos. Okay, yeah, it is better. The clothing is better. Just straight up. I can currently afford... some of them. How much... I'm thinking of just exchanging all of my Sepith. Just to buy it all now. Although I'm probably going to end up looting some as we go. They were like 3,500 and 4,000, so it's going to cost me about 32,000-ish to equip everybody. I think it's 30,000 on the dot. 4 is 4,000, 4 is 3,500. That's 30,000 total. I will debate this while I go on break, so I'll be right back.